Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back.
There you go again, putting on your own rodeo again. Yeah, you push me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 and won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
It's an NBA afternoon game here on this Thursday. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. And it's conference rivals squaring off tonight in this one, Steve. It might be the regular season, but this has a playoff feel to it, doesn't it?
These are the type of games you love to watch in the regular season, Kevin. The fans will be rowdy, the players fully engaged. We got a good one tonight.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. They've got Jones. Kelvin Johnson is out there with Collins. And it's Sohan in at the power forward. And for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Reggie Bullock. Then there's Hardaway. Then there's Irving. And it's Doncic in at the one. Now Johnson. Following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Passes it to Sohan. The tray. Traps in the tray. Sohan's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Spurs. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Releases from the wing and drills it.
He's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
Jones kicks to Collins. Pass to Johnson. Jones against Doncic. Johnson for three. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Quick shooting from Johnson, getting the drop on the defense.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 4-point game. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Jones, the pass to Sohan. No good on the triple. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession. Feeds it to Irving. From outside the arc, and he's good on the three ball.
And he gets one to fall, and now one out of his first 4.
Jones up top, guarded by Doncic. And it's blocked. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Collins finds Jones. 5 on the clock.
Not a physically imposing defender, but Kyrie with great footwork and timing to affect the shot.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming year. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Doncic against Jones. Pass to Johnson. Into the lane. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Clock at 4 from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you can see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
He's covered by Irving. Back to Jones. Shoots over Doncic. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, you have to love the impact that Tim Hardaway Jr. has had on the defensive end.
He's got a great wingspan to bother shooters and contain penetration. Always aware of where the ball is on the floor. You could call him an underrated defender.
Shoot 2. That free throw good from Hardaway. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Manu Ginobili, Hall of Fame class of 2022. He played his entire career in San Antonio. And in 2003, Manu's rookie season, we won a ring together.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will. And, of course, San Antonio just way behind.
And, you know, for the Spurs, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Spurs trail by 6. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Dallas. Jones finds Johnson. They get the rebound. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
And the dunk by Powell.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now here's Jones. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Doncic with the block.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Spurs trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now the pass to Johnson. Driving inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Attack the hoop, Keldon, and good things will happen.
And Greg Keldon Johnson is listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He has the strength to fight for rebounds with anybody. Fearless on the court and plays with an endless motor. His strength and willingness to use it makes him valuable.
First one falls for him. You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
What I like about Keldon Johnson, he doesn't settle. Most of his shots come from inside the line.
Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to Denver. Here's Doncic. The shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night.
Now here's Jones. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Passes it to Sohan. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized forward.
Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Doncic. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. To the left side wing. Here's Jones. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jones against Doncic. Over Jones. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 9 points.
Man, he has come out focused and efficient. Love what he's doing at the offensive end.
Jones dishes to Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And he wreaked havoc on defense with 4 steals for the game.
Here's Jones. "11 feet away." Powell pulls it in. And so Powell will bring it up for Dallas. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
It looked like there were communication breakdowns all night. Deadly, especially when you're on the road.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Mavericks leading. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. San Antonio calls timeout.
San Antonio with the timeout.
A different look for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Powell. Christian Wood comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Hardaway. Spurs trail by 4. It ended in the bubble, but how about the Spurs playoff streak? 22 consecutive seasons, Greg, coming to an end.
Kevin, making it every year from 1998 to 2019, winning 5 titles over that span, and having the same head coach certainly helped that streak. So did having a couple Hall of Fame.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion. Loving the hustle.
Another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
Now, here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here is Graham. Pass to Wesley. Back to Graham. Down low. Birch's shot's good.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Doncic kicks to Wood. A baseline J. And it's Dallas with another.
Well, this is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Spurs trail by 8. Over to the left wing. Bates Diop drills it from outside.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Irving for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
The will is there, but the execution is lacking. He can't seem to finish plays this quarter.
There's the pick. Here's Graham. And the Spurs scoring again.
Such a crafty score. Devontae Graham can get it done at all 3 levels.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Here's Graham. That one misses. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Irving, and he drives in, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 7-point Dallas lead.
Look at Kyrie slicing up the defense. His agility to drive the ball is unstoppable.
McDermott with the screen for Graham. Great tee that time from Green. Dallas leading by 7. It's Wood with the drive.
And on the drive, Woods' size and speed make him so difficult to defend. He just busts right through the defense.
Graham, the pass to West. Count that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Goes up on the wing, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there. And so Graham will bring it up for San Antonio.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
The three. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Wood. 17 points for him last game against Denver.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Here's Bates Diop. Oh, good with the triple. Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Here's Irving. And he banks in the layup. Irving's got 9.
And I like that they're not settling. Hitting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Graham surveying the floor. Pass to Birch. He kicks it to McDermott. The pass to Bates Diop. Here's Graham. Fires the three. Doncic with the block.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Graham against Doncic. Graham, the pass to Bates Diop. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Bates Diop's got his second bucket of the night.
Though Devontae is a natural-born scorer, he's developed into a solid playmaker as well.
Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas with another.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Graham gets a wide-open look. His three-pointers off the mark.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
And shot on the way, and the jumper is good. 8 points for him.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Nice shot by McDermott.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Graham against Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And Sean's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
McDermott for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Spurs trail by 13. They've got Reggie Bullock. Audio's out there with Ntilikina. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Here's Roby. Cuts off the pass.
Good eyes by the defense. Clearly, that's not where he wanted the pass to go, and he's frustrated.
McGee trying to break free. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Wesley with the ball. Johnson outside. Launches a three. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 8 points.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Shot from the wing. That shot no good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. Bullock with the rebound.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Wesley up top to the paint. Goes up on the high post, and that one good. He has 7.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Hardaway from outside hits the three-point bomb, and the Mavericks lead by 15.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Johnson wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ntilikina, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Steve, you've won an NBA title, but also you've got some gold medal memories. How does it compare, winning for a city versus representing and winning for your country?
Kevin, both incredibly proud moments. Winning an NBA title is awesome, but also winning a gold medal for your country, you said it, it's representing your country. It was a dream come true.
And that one falls for Ntilikina. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, that they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
Dallas making a switch here. Powell's checked in. So he gets them both. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Trailing by 17. Passes it to Roby. Johnson against Hardaway. Takes a step back. Here's Jones. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Jones has got 6.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
So a moment now to see the story on Tim Hardaway Jr. His last 10 games, he's putting up 13 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
Mavericks leading by 15. Powell for 3. It's good from long range. Powell's got 9.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter. Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Dallas has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Hardy. Rebound by Sohan.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Great ball movement there by Keldon, making the smart play.
Here's Hardy. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, for 22 straight years, San Antonio made the playoffs. They haven't made the last 3 postseasons, and former Spur Robert Horry worries if they'll ever be relevant again, saying, "I hate to say that. San Antonio is a small market. Guys just aren't going to go there." And that's a dire prediction for such a storied and successful franchise, Kevin.
Wow, no kidding, David. All right, thank you. Here's Ntilikina, defended by Jones. Ntilikina gets the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Sohan. And Jones has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks leading by 13. Here's Hardy. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
You know, for so long, many joked about how the Spurs were always too old, right? Too old, too slow, too stuck in their same ways. But that's changing.
Well, I was on a couple of those teams too, Kevin. I remember well, people said that the Spurs were too old and needed to get younger. And over the last few years, they've done exactly that.
The first one falls. Spurs making a switch here. Collins is checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Jones kicks to Collins. To the middle. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Ntilikina, defended by Jones. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Johnson outside. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. They led by as many as 18 points. Fires for 3. Hardaway, no good. Spurs trail by 15. Back to Jones. Pass to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from 12. Second chance effort, and it's Collins getting it to go.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Jones. And he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And he deserves credit for knocking down such a high percentage of his free throws. It's not a glamour part of the game, but incredibly important nonetheless. Justin Holiday's checked in for Hardaway. And good that time.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Jones with the bounce pass. And it's San Antonio with another.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
On the wing, and Dallas again with the bucket.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Outside, Jones. Over Holiday. Here's Johnson. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Powell.
What I like, he hasn't stopped competing despite the off night.
And yes, it's good.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
A uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
Here's Roby. The Mavericks making the shot.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Holiday. Rebounded by the Spurs. Collins has got his 4th rebound in this one. And there's the pass to Jones. Back to Johnson. Great D that time from Powell. Dallas leading by 16. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And fouling a real solid free throw shooter. Justin being more aggressive now, which means more trips to the stripe.
For Dallas, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
Free throw, good, Holiday. And the Mavericks with some changes. Christian Woods checked in for Reggie Bullock. Green comes in for Hardy. And Irving subbed in for Frank Ntilikina. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Ken Burch is checked in for Zach Collins. Keita Bates-Diop comes in for Roby. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Keldon Johnson. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. Both free throws good from Holiday. Now Graham, he's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. Guarded by Holiday. It doesn't go for him. Mavericks leading by 18. From deep, Wood knocks down the 3-ball. Wood's got 11 points.
And Wood has become an intimidating presence at the arc, able to knock down that 3 with consistency.
Here's Bates-Diop. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Yeah, they showed effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounded edge right now is massive.
And that's his 3rd foul. The chance you take leaving him in with 2. Let's see if they'll sit him now until the half.
Spurs making a switch here. Wesley's checked in. And the Mavericks call time here. With this break in the action, here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. These are the top passing teams in the league. In fourth, the Spurs.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Here's Wood, and finished off by Wood.
And there's a lot of power behind Woods' dunks. He's not going to get cheated when he takes it to the rim.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Three-pointer, Graham. The Mavericks pull it in.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And they're shooting just over 50% on their three-point attempts. Easy to see how they've been able to edge out in front.
And it's Graham missing.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
But Devontae Graham's skills as a three-point marksman are impressive.
GA, the stat sheet says it all. Multiple seasons he's been in the top 20 for three-point makes, and he loves to find those daggers from three.
Graham finds Birch. Now McDermott. Over Holiday. That one a little long. From the arc. Another three for Dallas.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Now here's Graham. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Kicks it to McDermott. Pass to Graham. Will it go? Drains the three-pointer. Graham's got 5 now.
I'll up you one, Devontae Graham said, clapping back with that three.
Irving from long range. Rebounded by McDermott. And San Antonio shooting well. They're at 45%. And here is Graham. 5 points in the game. No good on the shot. Outside Irving. For the three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Graham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Graham's got 6 in the quarter.
His second make from beyond the arc this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Irving for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
1:35 left to play here in the half. Graham, the pass to Bates Diop. Back to Graham for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
And on the way from Irving for 3. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 out of 12 now.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
Launches it. And it's Graham missing. And so Green will bring it up for Dallas. From deep, Wood. It's good again. And the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Wesley the pass to Birch. It's stolen by Green. Holiday with the 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Holiday's got 14 points for the game.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Irving for 3. They get it again. Here's Wood from down in the low post. It goes. 18 points for him. And the Spurs with possession. Graham with the ball. He's got 11. McDermott, no one around him. San Antonio again missing. It could go. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he guts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarters strong. Can't do it much better than that.
Thanks a lot. Kyrie, what were you all focusing on coming into the game tonight?
So I come out with a intense focus and intensity that other teams can't match. Just doing whatever it takes to keep our tempo. Guys are in a great rhythm and we have a great tempo. So just trying to get everybody involved and do whatever it takes to win.
Well, we'll see if you can keep playing at your pace in the second half. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And for that matchup with the Jazz, that one will not be easy, but it's winnable. If they play well, man, they can get that W.
Yeah, you're right. They might not need their A game, but at least they'll need their B game.
What about an A- game?
I used to get in trouble for A-minuses.
Now moving on to the game at hand, some challenges in this first half for the Spurs.
The shooting percentage they allow was through the roof. Their coach should absolutely be ripping into their defensive effort. They need to take some pride on the other end and just lock it in, lock it in, lock it in.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. They've got Collins. Jones is out there with Johnson. And it's Sohan in at the 4 slot. Now here's Jones. Drills the elbow jumper. 23 points in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
And it looks like we got a man in the zone tonight. Once Wood gets into a rhythm like this, he tends to stay in it.
Now here's Johnson. He's covered by Irving. No good from 18. The Mavericks shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Here's Doncic. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Well, Luka has options all over the floor. He's a versatile shooter who can utilize the mid-range.
Jones dishes to Collins. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Dallas. The three for Doncic. Rebound, San Antonio. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the beard, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. Here's Wood. Takes it inside.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 89% free throw shooter puts him right there among the league's best from the line.
And the technical free throw is good. JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Here's Jones. He's got 9. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Here's Doncic. They get it back. And McGee kicks to Bullock. Goes back up. Rebound San Antonio.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He's got 25.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze a defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And it feels like Doncic has risen to stardom so fast. His drive to be an all-time great is very evident.
Free throws good from Doncic. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside, Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on JaVale McGee. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Trey Jones, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And so Jones nails both of them. The Mavericks have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Doncic. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Outside, Jones. And here's Johnson outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Johnson's got 13.
Really solid from deep. You have to stay connected to Johnson or he'll hurt you.
Here's Irving. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect him to. He's going to have to wait to hit his first triple of this half. He had 3 at the break.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. McGee. And the layup is good. He's got 8.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
You want to stay aggressive, right at the rim, driving another nail into the coffin.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
And with that height, he can get a clean look on any shot at any time.
And so it's San Antonio with it. After Luka Doncic's miss, in the corner, Collins with it. Sinks the triple.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Here's Doncic. McGee trying to break free. And Doncic hits it to go. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter. For San Antonio, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Hardaway against Johnson. And the basket by Jones.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Here's Hardaway. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 for him tonight. And it's Jones with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. He kicks it to Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Bullock with the rebound. Bullock's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 25 points.
Showing some Mamba mentality right now. Kyrie Irving, when he's hot, keep feeding him.
And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Dallas calls timeout. Mavericks making a switch here. Hardy's checked in. So a moment now to see the story for Luka Doncic.
And guys, I think the grind of the season is catching up with him a little bit. It comes across in his rebounding numbers. Over the past 5 games, they've taken a tumble. He seems to be wearing down a bit. Maybe tonight, though, he can get his legs back under it.
Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now the dish to Bullock. Over Roby. Bullock, good. Bullock's got his second bucket.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Wesley the pass to Roby, and he jams it with authority.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Mavericks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. Here's Doncic. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Doncic has got 26.
A great disruptor of the basketball. Luka taking matters into his own hands tonight. Great to see him play like this.
And it's Graham missing.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
And Hardaway gets it to go. Now Graham, 11 points in the game. Pass to Sohan. That three off the mark. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Man, he's been on point, not forcing things, getting the most of his looks within the flow.
Now here's Graham. Pass to Sohan. This one for three. The Mavericks pull it in. Bullock's got his fifth rebound in this one. Here's McGee, and it's Dallas with another.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Wesley the pass to Collins. Lays it up off the glass. Collins has got 7 points for the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Hardy. McGee inside. Working on Collins. Tries it again. In deep, McGee drops it in. McGee's got 12 points in the game.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 11. 2 points. That one goes.
He cannot be contained right now. The hoop keeps getting bigger and bigger for him with each made shot.
And it's Bullock in the corner. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. He has 6.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
And the pass to Wesley. Here's Sohan. Inside. Here's Roby. And he slams it one-handed.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Now, here's Doncic. He's got 26, and he comes up with the deuce. And here is Graham. Passes to Wesley. To the left wing. Here's Roby. Shot clock at 6. And the three off target. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's McGee. On to Hardaway. Collins grabs the miss.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him, just rise straight up and drill it. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas.
The 10th pick in the 2017 draft. Zach Collins has battled through multiple injuries. That held him to play just under 185 games in his first 5 seasons.
Here's Wesley. After Luka Doncic's bucket. Pass to Graham. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And with Collins, it's tough, Steve, to develop as a player when you're constantly rehabbing from injury.
Thankfully, he's young and still has upside. Kevin, when healthy, though, he is shown to be a solid defender, and with his three-point shot, he can bring value as a stretch five.
Here's Wesley after Luka Doncic's bucket. Tries again. McGee with the block. Now here's Bullock, covered by Wesley. They grab their own miss. Here's Doncic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Doncic has got 16 points here in the second half. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Pass to Bullock. Over Roby. And it's Bullock missing. Spurs shooting almost 60% from the field here in the third. They are really feeling it. Graham from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Graham's got 16 points.
Continuing from where he left off. First three-pointer of this half, fourth of the game.
Out to Hardaway. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Doncic with the steal. It's been all about Luka Doncic for Dallas. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Ntilikina. Christian Wood is out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Holiday, and at the 3, the small forward.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
Here's Wesley. The pass to Birch. Here's Bates Diop, three-pointer. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Here's Ntilikina. San Antonio with the rebound. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He has 29. Mavericks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. And it's Doncic missing. The Spurs shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. With the drive, uses the glass to finish the layup.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle this team back into it.
Bucket is good.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
For San Antonio, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Now, here's Birch, guarded by McGee. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
17-foot shot on the way. Here's Wood. Birch grabs the board. McDermott with it. Passes it to West. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And it's off from three-point range. For Dallas, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. McDermott kicks to Wesley. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's McGee. Birch grabs the board. And here are the Spurs. Now Wesley. And so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year. That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Count it.
Wesley.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Now here's McDermott. Pass to Wesley. Beyond the arc. And Doug McDermott, good for 3.
Doug McDermott is a very good catch-and-shoot basketball player.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Bates Diop's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since. And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. San Antonio with the ball. A 14-2 run over the last bit. Rebounded by McGee. Dallas has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The 19-foot shot. The shot off that time. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. It's Wesley on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And Bates Diop gets it to go.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Doncic against Wesley, and it's Doncic missing. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
That's a shot the defense looked like it was willing to give up. Big mistake.
Last season, of course, Marcus Smart, and the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, Greg, it's rare to see a guard win it. Should perimeter players get more consideration from this point on?
It's tough, Kev. I do think they should. And I think that the numbers, though, tend to favor the rim protectors, but it's only right to recognize great defense at every position, especially in an age of positionless basketball.
Dallas calls timeout. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Luka Doncic.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ntilikina. Here's McGee. Takes the 12-footer and hits. McGee's got 10 points here in the second half. San Antonio's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Paige Diop, the pass to Wesley. And the media is able to vote on awards like All Rookie, but Greg, those awards can end up determining a player's max salary. Any concern there?
No doubt there is, but somebody has to decide those awards, right? And no matter who it is, there's always going to be some pushback. So as long as contracts are tied to them, that power will be in someone else's hands.
Now here's McDermott. Now here's Jones. To the inside. Birch kicks to Wesley. Lets the 3 fly, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Dallas calls timeout.
All right, everyone. I want you to get up out of your seat and make some noise!
Here's Ntilikina. Well, we know confidence is key, but Steve, when you see young players who haven't done much in the playoffs acting like they've arrived, can that kind of confidence hold them back a little bit?
Well, you love confidence in anything you do, Kevin. Obviously, you need it, but it can backfire. You love that guys want to say they're great, but it all comes down to proving it.
Here's Wesley, down to 5 on the shot clock. The 11-footer. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Wood's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. For Birch, he sinks the 11-footer. Wood's got 26 points.
And how about Wood there adapting to the defense? Can't get inside, so he just takes the mid-range.
Jones, the pass to Wesley. Outside, Jones. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Malaki. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when Malaki is penetrating with force, the defense has to act. Love the aggressiveness.
Break, Malaki taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, we know a lot of teams using former NBA officials now working as consultants to teach their players how the refs see the game. I guess always looking for that edge.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it's a great idea because philosophically sometimes as the rules evolve, players got to learn how to evolve with them. So not getting the calls you might expect, also how you communicate with officials. I think all of that stuff plays a big role in just furthering that dynamic between the officials and the players.
And nowadays, it seems like players have more opportunities than ever before. But, Steve, does that add to the challenge of balancing on the court versus off the floor?
It does for some individuals, but I love the opportunities that they're getting, and I love they're taking advantage of it. Most of the guys can juggle and balance both.
Fires from 18. McGee's shot is off. San Antonio's gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Pass to McDermott. Spurs passing it around. Wesley up top. Here's Roby. There's the pick. Takes a 3. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the 3. A rebound by the Spurs. Roby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wesley the pass to Jones. Here's Bates Diop, guarded by McGee. To the paint, here's McDermott. Banked in off the glass.
Doug McDermott is not just an outside shooter, he has a nice touch inside as well.
So it's Malaki who brings up the ball for the Mavericks. The pass to McGee. Outside Holiday. A rebound by the Spurs. Outside Jones. Passes it to Bates Diop. From downtown, another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Holiday. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
For many years, that was Holiday's range. Now, of course, he's extended it.
Now here's Jones. Tight defense on him. Bates Diop, the pass to Roby. Here's Wesley. No good on the 3.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you should miss.
Good. Roby with the rebound. The Spurs shooting has been just great in the 4th quarter, 54%. Wesley the pass to Jones. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
And San Antonio shooting well, 50% from the floor. McDermott for 3, cans it from downtown.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
The height and quickness of Malaki often puts defenders in tough spots. Hard to guard sometimes without fouling.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. A different look for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Wood. And it's Hardy in for Green. San Antonio also making some changes. Zach Collins checked in for Bates Diop. And Devontae Graham subbed in for Jones. And he makes both free throws. And so it's San Antonio with it. 1:43 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Graham, and so the ball's out of bounds. Graham touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Dallas has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Dallas no good that time either.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Dallas calls timeout. They're leading by 26. 56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Powell. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And San Antonio shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Graham, he's open. Unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Puts one up from 19. Malaki can't hit. And so it's San Antonio with it. Graham kicks to Collins. And the three ball is good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
You know, when you're raining threes, you can stack up points in a hurry, but it can go the other way as well.
Pass to Powell. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. San Antonio with the rebound. And here is Graham. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution was flawless.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Luka, you played well and you got the win. So what made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. You know, I think it was a great game today. You know, we step up together, play good defense, and it was a great win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.